Today, lawmakers from Washington are coming to Texas.
That's right. They want to investigate the issue both political parties are calling a humanitarian crisis over the alarming number of unaccompanied children that brave the journey from Central America through Mexico and eventually through the Texas-Mexico border. And now the state is beefing up its presence with security. There's a congressional hearing, too, 6 hours from now in the Texas border town of McAllen. And KXAN's Kevin Schwaller is live in McAllen, Texas, along the border. So, Kevin, what can we expect with this hearing later on today?
Good morning. We should hear from Texas Governor Rick Perry and others this morning at the hearing. Texas Congressman Michael McCaul is hosting this field hearing, and it comes at the same time as feds are unveiling a new program to try to ease the flow of kids coming alone here to the Texas border. Now, U.S. Customs and Border Protection announced the campaign yesterday, focusing on messages in Central America. Border Patrol says more than 220 people have died along the southwest border this year. Now, we told you about the thousands of unaccompanied kids coming here. Customs and Border Protection is now rolling out this Spanish language campaign that'll run in El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, where a lot of these kids are coming from. It also includes media events in some major U.S. cities, including Houston. We're talking about billboards and 6,500 public service announcements. The Commissioner for Customs and Border Protection said this is meant to send a message. He was not too far from here on the border yesterday.
And we want to tell them that if you cross the border illegally, no matter what your age is, you are not going to get legal papers. There is no permiso. There is no permission to stay.
And that hearing is again today at noon. DPS and Border Patrol officials are also expected to be there. Reporting live from the U.S.-Mexico border in McAllen, Texas, Kevin Schwaller, KXAN News.
Hey, Kevin, before we let you go, I wanted to talk a little bit about how DPS is talking about how these cartels might be using this crisis to their advantage. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, we'll see if that comes up again today. The last time the DPS director talked about that earlier this week, he said that the cartels make money off this situation through smuggling efforts. He says there's also another part, though, where it's used as a diversion. There are limited Border Patrol here at the border, and they're worried about these unaccompanied kids. That's one of the reasons supporters of this DPS surge believe there need to be more troopers here along the border, and that is something we're starting to see.
All right, Kevin Schwaller live in McAllen. Thank you for that preview. We'll see you back here in just a bit. You know, for now, President Obama has not scheduled a visit to tour the Texas-Mexico border. We do know, though, that he's coming to Austin next week for 2 Democratic fundraisers. An official with the Democratic National Committee confirms the president will attend a reception next Wednesday. Filmmaker Robert Rodriguez is hosting it at his home. Tickets cost between $5,000 and $32,000. The following day, the president will then attend a roundtable discussion hosted by local activist Amy Boone Cunningham. Tickets cost $32,000. And critics say the president should also include a trip to the U.S.-Mexico border. The president says that he's seeking a solution to this crisis. He is asking Congress for $2 billion to help speed up deportation proceedings. And the president says that he will use his executive powers to work around Congress.